لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا ونبينا محمد بن عبد الله الصادق الأمين ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله سيد الأنبياء وخاتم المرسلين. Brothers and sisters in Islam, respective viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and ahlan wa sahlan, welcome to our program. Once again, we thank you for your emails and SMSs and shukran that you're tuning to our channel. And we ask Rabbul Izzat Tabarak wa Ta'ala, may Allah accept the Umrah of those who came back from Umrah. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala link you always with Baytullah. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala grant each and every Muslim a visit to Baytullah al-Haram, Makkah al-Mukarramah, and Madinah al-Munawwara. And may Allah grant him a visit to Masjid al-Aqsa, الذي باركنا حوله. Ameen, thumma ameen, ya Rabbil Alim. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to our program. I'd like to welcome all our viewers, those who are not Muslim. They are always watching our program, and really I do appreciate that they are watching us and communicating with us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. And I'd like to thank all our Muslim Students Association in University of Wits here in Johannesburg. Very wonderful girls and boys doing a wonderful work in that university, and young boys doing a wonderful job. That is a blessing. This is a gift from Allah. So the medical students, and would like to thank all our doctors and those who are giving a good inspiration for our students. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use each and every Muslim for khairun dunya and akhirah, inshallah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, today, I'd like to talk about my favorite one. And I'd like to talk about him every day. You know why? Because one day on ITV here, I did talk about one Sahabi, is my favorite Sahabi. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, Umar al-Faruq. Then I received one call from one lady in Pretoria. She told me, hello, are you ITV? I said, yes. I heard half of your program about one man. I'm a journalist. Can I interview him? I said, oh. She thought that I was talking about some uncle living on Mecca because it was so interesting. And then I told him, my friend, that one passed away 1,400 years ago. His name is Umar, the companion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And she was shocked. You see, how come on that time one intelligent person, genius person like this, he said, not only him, we got 100,000 companions lived in the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they are like that. And she said, it's very interesting. I like that. And we sent books, and Allah gave her hidayah, this lady. I don't want to mention her name because she doesn't want to be mentioned. Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. If our children get interested in the heroes, they like to watch movie, they like to read about this wrestler, that boxer, why you go far? Come in the history of Islam, in your tradition, in your religion, we got heroes, natural. We got Superman, natural. One person, if we write his story till the day of Qiyamah, will never get an end. That is one Sahabi. What about the cocktail of Sahaba, or that variety of Sahaba? That's why we said to our children, I said to my son, if you don't have a right friends in your area, or in a school or university, not too late. Go to the Kitab, go to the history of Islam and Sirat of Islam, and pick up one Sahabi and keep him as a friend. You will be too busy when you discuss his life. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, we call him a genius, Abqari, a genius. And Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it straight. لو كان بعدي نبي لكان عمر. If it was a Nabi after me, you would have been Umar. Nabi, prophet. Why? Because as he said, that some people got an inspiration of Allah, but they are not prophet and messengers. One person, he did manage to adjust Muslim in dunya and akhirah. He brought something, we miss it now, it's called justice. That justice, all the problem which we hear around you, because someone feel that is unfair. We don't know if he's right or wrong, but it's unfair. And patterns of injustice, you can't forget about it. Women, wife, children, workers, when you see the injustice, you're bleeding, your heart is bleeding. Why? Because it's you can't fix it. It's too difficult to recover from the pain of injustice. When women married for 40 years and the husband just unjustly divorced her like that, it's not easy. You accuse a woman unjustly of zina and you lash her and you kill her and you don't have a proof. That is injustice. I must work all my life and make money, and someone just rope me and take all my money like this. Is that fair? That's why we said all that violence around you, because of the feeling of something is called injustice. And the ulama, they call it justice in international language. Justice. So Umar radiallahu anh managed to bring justice to his kingdom. So we call him Al-Imam Al-Adil, that leader of fair and justice. Once you find justice, everything will be fine. Everything will be free. And the name of Allah is Al-Adl, the justice. Right. Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, he was before him, but he said, if there is Luqman around us here, who would be Umar? Umar ibn al-Khattab got the qualities of the wisdom of Luqman al-Hakim. Younger than Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, 13 years. He's not the same age. 13 years younger than him. And he became a Muslim while he was in the age of 27. So it's very fresh young man. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab physically is big, fit. They say when he's sitting is like standing. I don't know how high was it. And then when he's walking is like a riding horse. Shaitan is scared of him. Physically he's a Jalali one, he's a big one. And his wife was shouting him. Can you believe that? That big man there outside, Shaitan is scared of him. At home, a lovely dad. I don't know how he managed. He managed between that charisma on outside and a lovely dad, and he got 2 crack and lines on his face because of the tear out of the fear of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab, I invite you to read about him because it's very special. Very, very special. Can you believe he's the only Sahabi being mentioned in Torah? Yahud knew who's Umar ibn al-Khattab. They know him. Ask any Jew. They will tell you he's asked. Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu said, the day Umar died, right, there was a break or there was a gap in Islam will never maintain till the day of Qiyamah. We lost our backbones because this one gave honor and dignity to each and every Muslim. Al-Qawayyul Amin, a powerful and trustworthy. And you don't see it now in our leaders. Forget, manager, director, powerful and fair and Amin, you got the fear, God-fearing. You tell me now, look around you and tell me. We got powerful only and become dictator. And we got Amin, very pious, but has nothing to do with the people. They very useless. So now, Al-Qawayyul Amin, the daughter of Nabi Shu'aib, when she saw Nabi Musa alayhi salam pulling the lead of the well alone, and he was walking in front of her with modesty and he did not walk behind her, she said to the father, Ya abat istajirhu, oh my dad, hire this man because he's qaway amin. Qawiyat means very powerful, physically fit, and Amin, very honest and God-fearing. If you have this type of people, you are lucky. If we have leaders, a politician, workers, traders, anyone with power and trustworthy, now life will come right. So Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab was al-Qawiyyu al-Amin. Right. With all these qualities, with all that gift from Allah to this man, in the time of death, he put his head on the dust and he said, Ya laytani kuntu turaba, laytani lam talidni ummi. I wish I could be dust. I wish my mother didn't give birth to me. Why? Because anyone in authority is in a big trouble. He's responsible for each and every living being in dunya and akhirah. So Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab, he said, if there is a horse or a mule slip and fell on a road in Iraq, Allah will ask me why I did not fix and prepare the road for it so that it can walk nicely. So, and now it's called a reserve, national reserve now. You must worry about extinct animal, worry about the fish on the sea, worry about the road. Leaders, authority is not the boss, is a responsible person in dunya and the one who's going to receive a heavy task on the day of Qiyamah because of his flock, because of his people under him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to be good shepherd inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam, and thank you that you're tuning to our program. And we ask Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, may Allah grant us the quality of Sahaba. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all our authority and our brothers who are in charge of any responsibility. May Allah guide them to do their best work, and may Allah make them God-fearing, inshallah. We're still talking about Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab. And if I want to talk about Sayyidina Umar every day, I will never stop. Because in our time now, we need one leader. We need our boss or our leaders or our father or some people in the charge like this person. Because it's very unique, very special, and accepted in his time and after his death as well. Right. The personality and the nature of Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab gave the scholars of Islam and those who do a research hard time. It become like a mystery. How could an Arab man living on a desert to set up a state very modern and very good, well-organized state? ID is the first one who done it. Fixing roads, set up schools, old age home, disabled home, hospitals. If you look at all what the Europe get now, is stolen from Umar's system, from his plan and his kingdom in that Khilafah at that time. I tell you something. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, we call him Sahibul Haybah. You know, part of your personality is the charisma. Charisma means you choose that person, you're going to inspire people by his appearance. Yeah, teacher need to be in charisma. Doctor, the imam must be in charisma. So the army commander got a charisma. Charisma means a personality which people respect. So now Sayyidina Umar was the ambassador of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the entire tribes. Whenever Rasulullah wants something, he sends Sayyidina Umar because physically he's fit. Right. The other thing also, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when Umar radiallahu anhu accepted Islam, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam made takbir. Allah is the greatest. And the people, they heard that. Why? Because it was a desire of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam to have this one. You see, our President Mandela here in South Africa, every Muslim was wishing that this man read La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah because people will get honor more. And every movie star or every soccer player, Muslim, wish that this soccer player become Muslim because we're fond of him and we want to gain him to our side and we wish for him good life here and there because he's doing good work for humanity. So Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made dua, Ya Allah, give me this Umar. And actually there was another Umar with him, but he won that one. Then in his lifetime, Baytul Mal, the treasures, or the Baytul Mal, the financial story on his lifetime was stable. Strong country. There's no poverty on his time. There's no poverty in his time. On top of that, this man has no fear for nobody except Allah. He made hijrah openly. The only Sahabi informed the people of Mecca, I'm migrating, I'm moving now from Mecca to Medina. Any problem? Because Shaitan, charisma, power, charisma. The other thing also, we call him a Zahid. What is a Zahid? Everyone ran for authority, but Umar authority ran to get him. So Zahid renouncing dunya, and he saw his clock on a washing line, 14 patches. And the people count that patches, they will count how many Islamic state he has established and how many countries he conquered and opened it by the patches on his kurta. Very simple. And read about his story when he went to Masjid al-Aqsa and he got a slave with him, Salim, and it was the turn of Salim to jump on top of the camel, and Umar said, no, I'm going to hold the rope for Salim, and you, Salim, jump there on top, because it was your right, because they were changing and we taking turns to ride the camel. And he written on Torah, slave on top, masters holding the rope. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. Then we call him Mu'addibul Jababirah, the one who discipline and fix the dictators and tyrant. Yeah, he knows how to deal with the dictatorship and he knows how to stop aggressive leaders. There's Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. The first person on the day of Qiyamah take his book with the right hand. يأخذ كتابه بيمينه. The first one, Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. As I told you, his name and his description in Torah, ask any Jews, he will tell you. The other thing also, صاحب الحق, the man who love and admire the truth. They ask him, how many friends you got? He say, I have nobody. Why? Because the truth doesn't give me any friends. People nowadays, they don't like the truth. They like halfway. So now it doesn't flatter people, it's not hypocrisy. Tell the people on their face like that. So he said, ما ترك الحق صاحبا لعمر. My truth, my honesty on advice did not leave one single friend. So we got Qalil. These people are minority. The people of Haqq are very minority. So I don't know, when nowadays they call it diplomacy. You don't embrace him, don't embarrass him, don't attack him, you must be gentle. He said, no. This man has no time. You have to say it as is so that people must fix themselves. And then with all this quality, he used to call the children under age, please make dua for me. So they asked Sayyidina Umar, why are you asking children? You don't ask big one? He said, because these children don't have a problem with Allah, don't have file with Allah. Innocent, malaika, they don't write. So his dua is accepted. And Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when Umar was going for Hajj, he told him, La tansani fi du'aik, do not forget me in your dua. Our Prophet asking Umar radiallahu anhu to make dua for him, yes, because this man has been accepted by Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Then he witnessed all the battles with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with no failure. If you just do your homework and check any battle, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was there, he was there. Al-Faruq, we call him Al-Faruq. Why we call him Al-Faruq? because he will tell you what is right and wrong. The splatter between haqq and batil. They don't have a gray color. It's a white or black, finish. And that is our problem nowadays. When you try to give yes and no together. And now people don't know who you are. So it's a Farouk. He will tell you what is right and what's wrong. The other thing also, Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu anh, he said, we could not make salah, radiallahu anh, we could not make salah next to the Kaaba until Umar became a Muslim. So it's the izzat of Islam when the leader opened the way for Muslims to practice their deen. You get easy to go by the permission of the authority and they facilitate your road to the road of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Then come I tell you about the state which Umar radiallahu anh established. State. Now they got United States of America, state of what. Come I tell you about the state of Umar. And Sayyidina Umar, before I forget, he got something on his leadership or rulership. It's called Umariyat. Umariyat, it means only done by Umar. He got inspiration and he practiced it in his khilafat. They call it Umariyat. I forgot to tell you something. Amongst the Umariyat, the Ayatul Hijab, the hijab of the women, because of the request of Umar radiallahu anh, asked Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to ask Allah the hijab. Umariyat, when Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anh established Islamic State, come I show you something. The first one who make military base, I'm talking about 1,400 years and more ago, military base, proper military base, right, in Damascus, in Palestine, and in Syria. The first one who made a must upon the youth and men to go for military by force, like it's compulsory to go to the military, to serve in the military for certain years. The first person who gave strategic and extra soldiers as a strategic army to become alternative and to assess that army. We call it ihtiyati, the reserved army in case. That is intelligence. Next one, the first leader who wrote and get a report about every army leaders and ruler, governor of his state. Like report back about him, right? The first one ever who give a salary to the soldiers, monthly salary, income, because they are there, won't fight. The first person who employ and attach to the army doctors and interpreters, translators with the army, because he goes for overseas fight. The opener of Persian is Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab. Egypt, Azerbaijan, right? The first person who made something in Islam is called awqaf. Awqaf is that something you freeze it for the sake of the ummah, right? The first person counting, make what you call the census of population. He knew each and every one on his country, like about ID and all that. You know the census, the people come to our houses and calculate and see how many population this year. This one is a nomad man. His house was on top of the camel. There was no academy that time. There was no university. It was an inspiration by Allah. Radiyallahu an Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu an. Short break. We'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we should say shukran jazeelan that you're tuning to our program. I'd like to thank all our viewers, especially on that beautiful city, Cape Town, and in Durban, and in each and every part of our beloved country, South Africa. And I'd like to thank all our viewers from my hometown, Lenasia. And we love you for the sake of Allah, and I thank you so much that you're watching the program. And we ask Rabbul Izzat Tabarak wa Ta'ala, may Allah guide us to practice the teaching of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And I'm very proud of our young boys and girls when they ask us to talk about Sahaba and Sirah. And that's why we said to the teachers and Hafiz and Maulana and Alim in the mosque, please talk about that golden era of Islam so that you give our children confidence and let them love that history. Because nowadays, there's no role model. You know, everything is around us, you suspect it. So let our children be proud of our history. And really, we have nothing to hide. We are very proud of the golden time of Islam, and we believe that it is coming. As long as the Quran is there and the Sunnah there, you will see. In my time, on my child time or grandchild time, there is khair, as Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al khayru fiyya wa fi ummati ila yawm ad-din." The goodness on me and in my ummah till the day of Qiyamah. So you will find some sort of generation. They're going to raise up the flag of Islam peacefully, nicely. Many people think that Islam is against the other religion. Islam one spread by the sword and all that. No. Okay, you're talking about Islam spread by the sword, but what about Islam now in America is the fastest growing religion? Where's the sword? You think Umar al-Khattab, this Umar radiallahu anh accepted Islam by the stick, by the sword? No. Our deen is got like a magnet, attracting people. Those who are thirsty for the justice, thirsty for the truth, they get it. I promise you, we have very, very intelligent and educated people getting in Islam every day, but they don't want to be exposed because Islam is the call of nature, call of fitrah. Islam believe only one God. That God has no son, no father, is not visible. So that is fitrah. Islam believe that morality is the main thing in our life. Islam believe in justice. Islam believe in the respect and the freedom of the other. Islam got a logo. It's called La ikraha fi din. There is no forcement on religion. No way. We have no problem of the other people's belief at all. I don't know why people put it as a fight and a war. We have no problem with the Jews, with the Christian. Our children's name is Moses and Jesus and Harun and Solomon. We don't have a problem with it. So it's not a fight. It's just you presenting religion of Islam to let the people know about it, because part of our religion, we have to inform others about it. That's it. To believe or not to believe, that is in the hand of Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So we got Khulafa al-Rashidin. We got that 4 Khalifa. Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is very special as well. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, and then Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan is very intelligent. And look at this 4 Khalifa, it's also a cocktail. And Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib. This 4 is Khairul Qurun. And then you got Sayyidina Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan, the Aminul Wahi. You got another Khalifa, was not Sahabi, but he did follow the footsteps of Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab. We say Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, also from the same family tree. He established the kingdom and the state of Umar again. That Sayyidina Umar, he was a young boy. So 100,000 Sahabi carried the Deen al-Islam and carried their family on the top of the camel and scattered on the earth in each and every corner, and they died there and established Deen al-Islam. Read about how Islam entered Mali, the African country Mali, and see how beautifully that African people welcomed the religion of Islam. Read about the king of Abyssinia, how they welcoming Islam. We are very proud of our Sahaba, of our Deen. We are very peaceful. We have no problem. We got plenty Muslim in America. We become American citizen. Produce a good effort and work to the American society. We got Muslim in each and every corner, and I don't know why they put us on that ugly picture or that propaganda against Islam, but I'm telling you the truth is the truth, and action speaks louder. Muslim Ummah the teaching of Islam will convince the non-Muslim that we are really Islam, peace, and a practical peace, not only literally. I want to tell you something. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke about this Sahabi, 100,000 companion. He said, "Ashabi kan nujum." My companion is like a star at night on the desert. بِأَيُّهُمْ اقْتَدَيْتُمْ اهْتَدَيْتُمْ. Whosoever you take him as a guider, you will be guided. You know, at night, the Arabs used to know the direction by certain star. So if you take this star, you're going to go straight like that. So if you fall in love with Umar radiallahu anhu and you follow the footsteps of Umar, you will reach Jannah, because he is a star, and we take him as a qudwa, you will get hidayah. Right. We call them Malaikatul Bashar, the angel of human being. Especially the Sahaba they get involved on the battle of Badr. We call them Malaikatul Bashar, the human being but almost angel. Why the Sahabi, his house on top of the camel? Nomad, Bedouin. Because he's ready to move. And now these people live that desert life, so that he mustn't stick with the land. Since you build a house and you got the shop, you got business here and there, now it's very difficult to even go for holiday. You worry about this and that. So these guys, the house was on top of the camel. But his wife, children, little bit of food, move till China. Has no problem. A mobile city. You go move everywhere. You find people in Egypt who are originally from Medina. You find Islam will reach Morocco with that business people and move. So we call them Malaikatul Bashar. His house was on top of the camel. Right. Sahabat of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, everyone he got his certain manner and certain qualities. As I'm talking about Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab, come I show you. Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf was a multi-millionaire, very wealthy. You read about this man of the computer, I don't know who's richest one on the world. When he died, he found 50 tons of gold in his storeroom. International dealer. The business in Mecca, in Medina, in Iraq, in Syria, in Palestine, in Egypt, in Yemen, him is a part of that. And he refused to be Amir al-Mu'mineen, Khalifa. And Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf, we call him the man of luck. You say, Allah, if I move one stone, I'm going to find golden dirham there on that stone. The money ran after him. Actually, he doesn't run after money. Then, Sayyidina Abdullah bin Mas'ud, someone came to him, asked him a question, said, did you ask Sayyidina Abu Musa al-Ash'ari? He said, yes, I did ask him. He said, no. So I have no answer. His answer is better. They respect each other and they approve the knowledge of each other. I don't know, nowadays we find a young boy, just read on the internet to read some article, and he's standing and talking against Sahabi. Like Abu Hurairah, what, like you say, yeah, Sheikh, haram to say like that. Look at the Sahaba, how they respect each other, because you cannot even be a piece of a hair in the head of Abu Hurairah or Sayyidina Abdullah bin Mas'ud. Malik, they love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a real love, not like your love and my love. No. They die for him. They sacrifice the life. They sacrifice the kufr for iman. Right. And then Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he described Umar ibn Khattab, he described him that he's an inspired man. He linked with Allah in inspiration. He got ilham in inspiration. So it's like everything he done is by Allah's right. Right. Sayyidina Umar, with all his qualities, he respects Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, who is younger than him. But he said, no, whenever you ask me, you must go to Ali ibn Abi Talib. He's a man of knowledge. He's the ocean of knowledge. Dignity, respect, and give a preference to one another. So they are not standing against one another. Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam made a special dua. He said, Allahumma hdi qalbah. Oh Allah, guide his heart. No doubt, no suspicious. And then, wasaddid lisana. and made it easy for his tongue to utter the right word. Right? وَلَقِّنْهُ الْحِكْمَةِ, and give him the wisdom. That's why he became the scholar of Islam. Sayyidina Abdullah bin Mas'ud, he said, Wallahi, there is no chapter in Quran without knowing, I know, where it comes down and what is for and what does it mean. I know each and every word in Quran. Because this man was carrying the shoes of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was a shade of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sayyidina Ali, that Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, he told him that he knows Quran and Sunnah perfect. He knows Quran and Sunnah. Sayyidina Ibn Abdullah bin Abbas, 70 Sahabi, could not give an answer. They come back to him. Brothers and sisters in Islam, read about your Sahaba. Be proud of the history of Islam. We have a very rich history, not only for deen, is for dunya, as I said. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrect all of us with the Sahaba of Rasulullah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَعَهُ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ. May Allah be pleased with them, and may Allah let them be pleased with the Jannah of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. We love Umar al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, and I ask Allah, Ya Allah, I want to be resurrected with him on the day of Qiyamah. Give me this man on my Jannah. I want to accompany him in Jannatul Firdaus في مقعد صدق عند مليك مقتدر. Unfortunately, my time is up. We'll continue next time, inshallah. Shukran jazilan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we belong to that deen, got the Sahaba, especially like one like Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anh, and many Sahaba also got special qualities like Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, and 100,000 Sahabi did learn from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And before I forget, I just want to tell you, our Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not build army academy or police academy who set up a training for the soldiers. Why? Because these Arab, they already on action before Islam. They used to fight each other. They got the tribe fight and all that. So these people were warriors already. So it doesn't need to set up academy or police academy or army academy. And Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab, later on when the state of Islam getting bigger, he managed to organize and put everything under control. The first man who get Salatul Taraweeh on order and together. So he said, no, you can't read Salah, you must come together and set up Salatul Taraweeh. First man who was prohibiting, he stopped and make it illegal to cut the trees. You can't. He was worried about the environment and the greens. The first man who made something is called judgment system. Make court and judge. First man who established some department in his kingdom and his authority in his state, it's called Department of Road, fixing roads and make roads. So, subhanallah. And you know what? 1,400 years ago, not now, is that time. Next one, the first man who make coin, currency, make coin, use money with coin. The first man amongst his Umariyat, the one who forced people to pay zakatul khayl, the zakat of the horses. You got a horse, you must like a tax, right? Subhanallah. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab is the first man who give the non-Muslim zakat to pay jizya. One day, he was walking on the street, I find one Jew begging, give me. So ask him, why are you begging? He said, I'm collecting to pay jizya, tax. He said, no, go home, I will pay on your behalf. So he does not want even the non-Muslim to beg in his state. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, he set up And the department is his state, that from where you get that money. If the person all of the sudden become rich, no, we're going to go and investigate. Min ayna laka hadha, from where you get it. You must justify and get a proof from where you got that ni'mah or that money, so that we can leave you. You must bring the proof for it, which is already in here now. Right. The first man who built a guest house for the visitor and those who are traveling. Guest house. I'm talking about 1,400 years ago, not now, like hotel. The first man who measured the land. He knows how many hectares, how many, the size of the agricultural or the farm or all the lands, so that he must use it. He makes something is called Ihya'ul Mawat. If you irrigate and you plant any piece of land, is yours. Is yours. As long you make it green and produce something, is yours. Al-ardu liman yaflahuha. The land is for the one who plant and grow it and use it. Is ajib, this one. He just want rizq, he want food for the people. Right. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab is the one who give loan to the business people to get more business and to work. From Baitul Mal, you go and get Qardun Hasan, a very beautiful loan, so that you can start business. The first man who made that border gate and put soldiers to secure the border gate of the entire Islamic countries. It's a big one. This one is a big one. The one who set up the Hijri month, Muharram, Safar, Rabi'ah, all that one here. It's him. It's him, the one who put it in order. Right. The first man who built cities, complex, is Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. Right. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab is the first man who set up something is called patrolling at night. That security at night. And himself was one of them. That the story of that girl who was mixing milk, I don't want to waste your time for that. The first man who made a conference on Hajj time amongst all the entire Hujjaj from all over the world. They must sit and everyone must discuss his problem and put it on the table to the Ummah to discuss it. They call it Hajj conference. The Hujjaj must sit together and discuss the matter of the Ummah, asking the fatwa, the need and all that. He's the first man who done that. It's a great leader. Right. We call him Sahibud Durra, the man of the stick. The man of the stick. That stick is called Durra. Why? You know, I don't know if you noticed that in a Muslim, when you give a Jum'ah talk, you find the Maulana or the Imam there holding a stick there. It's an indication that this man is a leader of Jum'ah and is Amir al-Mu'mineen and is the man of action. So anyone do nonsense will get it cash. Will get it cash. So Durra, remote control for the Ummah. Right. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab is the only one who started maktab and hifz, madrasa. So he makes zawiyah or the maktab for memorizing the Quran al-Kareem and pay the hafiz and pay the students. They get salary monthly, that huffaz. And he made a competition for hifz al-Quran. He gave a trophy, an award for the one who memorized Quran and read well. So he was worried about education, especially Islamic education. Right. The man who extend al-Masjid al-Nabawi, he make it bigger. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anh, and the one who made Shura Council. Don't want the leader or the governor of the city become a dictator. You must get Shura or the council there. Right. He's the one who, as I said, in his time, stopped marrying the people of the book to the Muslim. Why? We know it's allowed for the Muslim to marry a Christian or a Jew. He said, no, in this case, I don't want that type of marriage. Fix the problem of our daughter first. We want our Muslim boy to go and marry Muslim girl, And then if we have extra boys, inshallah, we'll apply this one, because he doesn't want the girl to mess the boat, as we say, to delay on marriage. He wants every Muslim girl live under protection of a Muslim man. And it was very nice. We're not saying you don't marry the people of the book, but priority, the way you have to think about, he's Amir al-Mu'mineen. He's Amir al-Mu'mineen. So Amir al-Mu'mineen, he got authority to direct the Ummah according the need of the society or the need of the Ummah. So he put it this way. Another thing also, Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, he was moving the Maqam Ibrahim little bit for the people to make tawaf. So he pushed it little bit away from the Kaaba. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu an, that he was so worried about Baytul Maqdis, Masjid al-Aqsa. And he went and he made peacefully opening of Baytul Maqdis. I got so many things here in front of me, but I just want to tell our non-Muslim viewers, those who are watching me now, Sahaba, the companion, the one who did see the Prophet, the one who did talk to the Prophet talked to him, or they done some action with the Prophet ﷺ, doesn't need to talk to him. We have 100,000 person like that. If you read about them, you will understand that this Deen al-Islam is a great, because our Prophet is a great and Allah is the greatest. So it's a cocktail of the friends of Nabi Muhammad ﷺ and his colleagues and companions. And if you look at this 100,000 Sahabi, you get a variety. You got young people, you got men, women, black, white, Arab, non-Arab, powerful, normal, slaves. You get the cocktail, and it's called Madrasa to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is the school thought of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I just want to tell you something. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a prophet, and he gave Deen al-Islam amana and a trust on the hand of this 100,000. That's why you see me Muslim, and you see the others Muslim, because of the effort of those who receive the religion of Islam and pass it to each and every corner of this universe and this world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward each and every Sahaba radiyallahu anhum wa radu an. Short break, we'll continue after the break.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه لا إله